Sir, a warm welcome for
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for joining us. And now we are going to ask some questions about your public and private life. Um,
So,
First, tell about yourself.
Now, my name is Srinath Pereira. I'm a lawyer by
Yeah.
profession, but mainly I'm a political activist. I'm the national organizer of the United Socialist Party, Aikya Socialist Kachi. It's a leftist Marxist party in Sri Lanka, having some international links also, because we believe that the left party should be internationalist. Now we publish a paper called a newspaper called Ratu Taruva, Red Star Sentarhe, and it was published sometime back in Tamil also, but now not now. I think those are my initial introduction. If you need any clarification, I can describe more.
in Jaffna, most of the people really don't know about United Socialist Party. So, could you please explain the policies of United Socialist Party?
Now, our party did contest elections in Jaffna also many times,
Yes.
and our party general secretary, Comrade Siritunga Jayasuriya, contested the presidential elections several times, and not this time. Last time in 2015, we had had an election office in at Chavakacheri, and even now our party people stayed in Jaffna for about 2 weeks continuously. But anyway, we have and also now in mainly I think Tinakural paper has published several articles by article, not interviews, by our comrade Siritunga, and he is known even in Jaffna among politically active people. Actually, the political active means somewhat in leading levels, not at the grassroots level. Anyway, our party is a leftist Marxist party. That means we are based on the working class party. The leftist party normally is basing on workers and we call proletarians. That means downtrodden people, oppressed people. We are based on oppressed people everywhere in the country. That means mainly workers, and among workers we work among plantation Tamil workers, and also I said oppressed people. Then we consider Tamil and Muslim people are oppressed people in this country. Therefore, we are campaigning, we are fighting for the Tamil people's rights, and on that basis, we have accepted that Tamil people are having the right to self-determination in their national struggle. That means Tamils have a right, if necessary, to secede. That means to have a separate country. We accept even up to that level. That's our main policies in short.
My question is, your party has been in politics for 30 years, or more than 30 years, but couldn't capture a single seat in an election. So, sir, did you ever analyze the reason behind this?
Yes. Now our party, now we are in politics for about 30 years, but our party was formed in 1998. Therefore, not 30 years, but we are as political people, we are in the active politics for about 30 years. Therefore, it's not very much wrong. But the thing that the question is important. Now, one thing. Now, Marxist parties normally don't consider elections as their field. Marxist parties don't consider elections as their field. Our field is there's a term class struggle. I don't think now we have time to describe what class struggle is, but our struggle is that anyway we can say working class struggle, our struggle. And then and elections are normally in countries like Sri Lanka, India, and also many other countries. Elections are meant for big parties. Big parties means for wealthy parties. Election is a big business in Sri Lanka. You can very well see when look at the past elections, recent elections in Sri Lanka. It's a big business. You need big money, and big money means if you can't do it even if you as a person you have some money. You need to get money from big business people. That's how elections are done in Sri Lanka. Now our party is a workers' party. We don't get any money from business people or wealthy people. We are getting small money from the workers and other downtrodden people. Maybe rupees 100, 500, maximum 1,000. Likewise, therefore we don't have such money to have a big campaign. And also in Sri Lanka, for our party like ours, there is a problem. In South, in the Sinhalese areas, Sinhalese people don't vote for us mainly. Why? We are campaigning for Tamils and Muslim people's rights openly. Even in Matara, Kandy, maybe Hambantota, like areas, we distribute election material, printed material. Even in Sinhala, we say we are fighting for the Tamil people's rights. We are against the war. We were against the war. We were against the suppression of Tamil people. For such a party, then about Muslim people, Sinhalese government and Sinhalese people tried to suppress Muslim people. Then we sided with the Muslims. We fought for Muslim people's rights. Then for such a party, would you think Sinhalese people would vote? Then in the north, then I said we campaigned for we fought for Tamil people's rights. We were fighting for Tamil people's rights. But Tamil people don't vote for us, many people. Why? They have, as you said, Tamil people don't know about our party. And then there are big Tamil parties who pretend. I say that word again. The Tamil parties who pretend that they are fighting for Tamil people's rights. Then
Yes, sir,
Tamil
right.
peoples don't need a party like ours because there are big parties. But consider, and the main in this description, the main basis is for an election you need a level playing field. Level playing field. In Sri Lanka, elections are not elections are done not on a level playing field. It's only suitable for big parties with big money, right? That's
Yes,
my
sir.
answer.
United Socialist Party participated in many protests for sake of Tamil people. So, what is your party's contribution to release Tamil political prisoners?
Now, as I said earlier, now we have fought for the rights of Tamil people. Then, we were against the war. We were against the suppression of Tamil people. The war resulted in Tamil people, many Tamils, being taken into custody and detained under the PTA, Prevention of Terrorism Act, for many years. For many years, not for 2-3 years, 10-15 years. Now, even for simple offenses that even speaking for Tamil's rights, can the police or the ruling rulers, government could interpret as an act of terrorism. An act of terrorism. So many Tamil people, especially youth, have been detained for many years. Now, those people we consider political prisoners now, and also and the other group, you said asked about political prisoners, no? Yes. Then we consider them as political prisoners, and we have fought for their rights along with many other people, not on our own. We write articles in our paper, and we talk to many groups and so on. But with many other people in the south also, and also in the north, we have campaigned for the release of political prisoners, and on that basis, a number of prisoners have been released. But due to our pressure, now there are less than 100 political prisoners. Now you know that two main famous political prisoners in recent times, Nimal Ruben and Dilrukh Shan, were killed in Vaunia prison. Now we campaigned in a big way against those killings, and we participated in many protests against those people. And also now we have involved even in legal cases, in legal matters, in courts for the release of political prisoners. So, and also not only that, we have done many things to internationalize this campaign. In England, in France, in Belgium, we have campaigned for the release of political prisoners. Those are not so much very much public, but we have done many campaigns, and through these actions we have been able to put pressure on the government to take action. At least they have not released them overnight, but take action to release these prisoners as soon as possible.
As a lawyer,
and also it's an ongoing process. No, it's not yet over. It's an ongoing process.
as a lawyer, did you take any action?
Yes. Now, not on my own. That means not alone, but with other lawyers. I have appeared for several cases, not many, several cases in the High Courts and also in Supreme Court in Colombo. I have appeared for some cases, and those cases were actually I should say those cases we didn't win within inverted commas, but due to our campaign, our intervention, the Attorney General had promised to expedite their cases, and if there's no evidence, to release them.